We are starting from choices. Involves talking to Emmerich, our old friend. What of the demonstration? Its resolution outstripped you, Archon. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. It is rumored that Mike Jung's lack of judgment was to blame. And of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? Your youngest was a dumbass. I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of intent, the result is undeniable. It is further the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. Hello again, Skittle. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Fifi was not in favor of you accessing your keyboard? In an instant, the delicate peace we are poised to forge is once more beyond us. Seems reasonable to dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away. Is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was the sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace was a sufficient solve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmont, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorifying it in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur our disillusioned souls to retrace them. But, as you say, dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection. But lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. Against a common enemy who should not have been your enemy. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Orison Alliance for joint military exercises, to strengthen the ties between our nations, and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but perhaps a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies. A unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nation's finest. Hosted by Ishgard, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true. But if we should be defeated, though Even to hold our own against the cream of three nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well. You count on my support for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Manalain take part in the grand melee. By his deeds as he brought shame upon Ishgard. And so, by his deeds, I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Archon, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. What's up, Thancred? So that is their solution. A grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You, whom they have already taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them, when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? I will stand for my friends and comrades, not a nation. Poor choice of words. For friends tried and true then, the living and the lost. Still for this grand melee of his, Sir Mac wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? Can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Aye. Well met, Archon. Have you spoken with Sir Emmerich? I was aware of the Alliance's request. So, Sir Emmerich would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch... Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. If I deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda, I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. Asking a lot, aren't you? Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Mac's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I sure hope he knows what he's doing, 'cause we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Oh well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices though, she's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it inspired the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he is to be found in his father's loving not to be found in his father's loving embrace. I suggest we split up and look for him. I'll search this foundation, and you the pillars. I don't remember putting you in charge, Thancred. Sup, buddy? You ready to go toe-to-toe with the three nations because you fucked up bigly? Alright, Honora to the manor. Escarurgeons are tending him as we speak. He's yet to wake, but surely he will. So father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family is making decisions for me. It's not like that. It's just... No, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You're free to be the man you want to be, whereas I'm a son of House Photon, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it. Till the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose. For a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men than make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. Suppose I had convinced myself I was above it. Until your friend showed me otherwise. I saw Honorite. I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame. But in the end there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Emmerich, and I will make my own decision. Good. That's actually all you were asked to do, buddy. Forgot night. Yep, forgot night. Let me in. Very well, you may enter.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers.
Not without reason.
If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
You're essentially answering a question of how do you act with such convictions, by having convictions.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends.
He's learning.
I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed
Good.
Sir Emmerich leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and
They're gonna ask me to help. Who could have seen this coming?
An adventurer beholden to none, who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time?
Duh.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Woo! Anchored. 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 Gods help me, I think I might be it might be love. Dare say it might be cheating, too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. Did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause. But that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine. Hellfire Claws. Sir Mick informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. Grand melee will be held here, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. Our announcement has been made, and Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Archon. We must not fail. Rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against Allied forces. Outside of Cottonau, perhaps. Not miss this for the world. Machinist unlock. Where is this? Ah, back there. We'll get back there at some point, I'm sure. For now, we need to go out the gates of judgment, which we should just be able to do that. Monolane! There he is. Say, when you didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing, never mind. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzea's soldiery in battle. That I am mere... What if... Oh, what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Honoroi when he wakes. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost out, Skittle. Better make the last one count. I'm ready, old boy. Are you? By the fury, how could I forget? Father bid me present this to you. I know it is sudden, but we believe the men would find it inspiring if you wore the colors of House Vortomps into battle. Let me do us this favor. During the grand melee, some of your gear will be glamored, your attributes will be unaffected. How dare you mess with my pajamas? I can't give you points, Skittle. You'll just have to lurk and watch. Vamp, can you make me an emote like that one? Gip.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
Punch people in the face really, really hard, but don't kill them. Got it. Okay, wait, no, there's probably actual rules here. Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which the allied company of Ul'Dan, Gridanian, and Luminsan forces would be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. First company to retain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. Skittle, I can't give you more points. It's just not possible. During the Grand Melee, officials may mark certain combatants with the Fury's Gaze, which will be indicated by an ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 point, defeating the marked combatants will award your company 10 tactical points, so fight the guys with the tethers. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. But 10 points! Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
Give me back my pajamas. I need to look ridiculous at all times fighting literal gods in my pajamas. How dare you clothe me in actual looking armor? Aw, I was hoping she would fight. Nobody is allowed to touch her ever. She is the sweetest little angel. And I would die for her.
Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
She's okay, I guess. Oh, hey, look. I raised Nanamo up so they drew a line. Yeah. Are you gonna mark anything for them at any point? There we go. Can you target Robon? Right, this part. 1v1 me, bro. Cyclops! Cyclops! Everyone on your guard! All forces, fall back! Dankred said no interfering with this 1v1. Shoryuken! Continue the melee. I will deal with him. By running away. Got it. There, sod. You're the man. Back to it. All forces, form a line on Archon, now! No, 1v1 me, bro! Guys, back off! 1v1 me, bro! See, Robon agrees. 1v1 me, bro. Lieutenant, I will not lie. I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Damn it all. Could you, like, stop moving around so much? Ta-da! 1v1 me, bro.
Did he win? Then we...
I'm pretty sure I got all 100 points by myself, but yeah, great job, Amenelaine.
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard!
Ishgard, 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 Ishgard.
Well fought, my friend! You truly are the warrior of warriors. Thank the Fury you were on our side.
You're lucky you're so cute, Emmerich. Because I sure as hell ain't fighting for a mana lane.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand.
Yeah, that's the nobility talking.
I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond.
If you say so, buddy.
The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
No, Mo.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them.
Yeah, maybe.
I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Does seem a touch cheating.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Anamo knows a thing or two about the danger of trying to change
that made
things.
for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
At least someone recognizes me.
Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns. Make that 2 dozen. Still, as your Stola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on, one at a time. One day at a time. as Minfilia would have done.